As y'all can see, the new ranked season is here. Second one of the year. We have Vinnie Castillo, 93 overall, and Clayton Kershaw, 93 overall, the breakout card and an all-star series card. And the comment section, if you could only choose one of those two new rewards, Vinnie versus Clayton, who would you choose? I feel like before seeing the attributes, I would be going with Clayton Kershaw, but we're going to go ahead and check out their attributes here in just a second. The only thing I will say, too, before we hop in is we're almost at 100,000 subscribers, so if you're not already, hey, man, feel free. And let's honestly go ahead and just see the rewards right away, because then I want to talk about the reward path. I want to talk about what's coming tomorrow in Diamond Dynasty later this week, so we have a little bit to talk about, but wait. There's new cards here. Oh, yeah, we got 2 new diamonds, so we got 4 new diamonds, actually. I always forget about this in these videos, so I'm glad I didn't forget about it here today. Maybe out of these 2. Let us know which one you're going with. For me, before even looking at him, is Troy Percival, man. I will not be using this card in my outfield unless it's my team build that includes guys. I wish Ichiro was still here, but like Tony Gwynn, Kenny Lofton, stuff like that, man. That is where Richie Ashburn would fit in for me. I love that high contact, but only on certain team builds. But we got Richie Ashburn, our first new diamond, center field, left field, right field, diamond hitting, silver defense, 108 and 111 for the contact. Absolutely insane. But then look at the power, 29 and 25, a little bit lower than that contact. Again, silver defense, 78 speed, really not that bad in the outfield, but he's not going to win you any gold gloves out there by any means. And you might notice he excels at sacrifice bunting and drag bunting. He does have those bunting attributes, and that is why he would be on one of those teams with somebody like Kenny Lofton, Tony Gwynn, something like that, man. Those kind of cheesy teams, high contact, high speed type of guys. But our second new diamond, Troy Percival. Let me turn off the camera on his attributes. Velocity in the top right. We got the control in the top right, and then the pitch break in the top right. Now, he might seem like you don't want him when you see he's only an 86 overall, right? You might be like, oh, I don't really need an 86 overall reliever, but relievers always play higher than their overalls, right? That hits per 9, you see at 105, the higher that hits per 9 is, the smaller your opponent's PCI is going to be, so it's going to be harder for them to make contact and get base hits, and the max for that's 125, so contact rating for a hitter is what makes it bigger, but then the hits per 9 rating for a pitcher is what makes that hitter's PCI smaller, so 105 is really good for an 86 overall. 4-seam, 12-6 curve changeup, not the best pitch selection, but not terrible. 86 velo, 86 break. What scares me is the 62 control. 74, 69, 44 for that control, man. That definitely scares me. And then his quirks, if you all want to see him. But now, sorry for not realizing we had those. Now is what I'm most excited for. It is the 2 new World Series rewards. When you get one of these packs, they'll also have, I believe, these 3 guys in there. If you didn't get them last season, you want to take them. But let's take a look at first Vinnie Castillo right here, man. This card's looking pretty solid already just across the board. Diamond hitting, gold defense, 94 for each contact, 96 power versus righties, and still not that bad, 87 power versus lefties. So a great hitting third baseman card. I definitely want to try him out and see how he does. We got 45 speed, gold defense, 81 arm strength with 78 accuracy, and then I feel like one of the more important factors, 76 fielding with 76 reaction with 75 fielding. Man, I'm misspeaking all over the place today. And then we got his quirks right here. Excels at hitting homers. Now, I really don't know if there's like a baseline power where if a player has that or higher, they get the quirk. Or if that quirk actually makes them hit home runs more often instead of like doubles or line drives. I really don't know. If you know, maybe help me out in the comment section. I could be wrong, but I think it means they're actually more likely to hit home runs on the same contact and timing as somebody that doesn't have it, but I really don't know. And then Clayton Kershaw. At this point in the year, I feel like a 93 overall Clayton Kershaw is going to be disgusting. If y'all played MLB, I think it was maybe... Oh, I want to say it was MLB 20. There was a 99 Kershaw available from day one. Super hard to hit. And this card, not nearly as good, but at this point in the year, I feel like he should actually be really solid. In the top right, we got the velocity on each pitch, the control on each pitch, which really isn't too bad for an overall 83 control rating. And then his pitch break right there. 100 stamina, 86 hits per 9, 95 break, 90 velocity, 83 control, and then his hitting attributes if y'all want to see him. Decent contact, I guess, for a pitcher. Not really having any power, though, and then his quirks if y'all want to see those. Same thing with the excels at limiting home runs, man. I really don't know if that is just, it's a thing on its own that actually does something, or if it's just based on the home run per 9 rating, because I was comparing two cards, and one of them had the excels at limiting home runs quirk, the other one didn't, and I'm pretty sure the one that had it had a lower home run per 9 rating than the guy that didn't have it. So I really don't know how they work, but again, maybe y'all do in that comment section. But Kershaw looks really good to me. I feel like if I had to choose between these two, like I asked y'all at the beginning, I feel like I personally, at least how my team is right now, would go Clayton Kershaw. I'm not really struggling to find someone that I want to use at third base, but with that being said, I do want to try out Vinnie Castillo and see how he does. I also need to open my World Series pack from last season, and I'm probably going Dontrell Willis there, but I also really want Jorge Posada. So we'll see what happens. And I want to check if they updated the innings requirement. I kind of doubt it. Let me just, while we're here, I took a picture before the season changed, and it looks like it was 400 innings for the World Series pack before, and now it's 350. So they actually reduced it. Wait. Let me check one more time just to make sure. Did they reduce it? Yeah, so they reduced it. It was 400 innings before for this pack. Now it's only 350 for the World Series pack. So that's 50 less innings, which it doesn't seem like a lot, but in reality, you know, that's what, 50 innings? That's 5 games, 4.5 games, something like that. So I feel like that's honestly a really nice change. And then for the pennant race pack, this hasn't changed. This was at 250 last time. We had Ballins at 300. And then we didn't have a headliner at 325. It just went from 300 to 350. And at 350 was some standard packs. 5 standard packs, actually. So that's honestly a really nice change to see. I was kind of expecting this just because after the first season, a lot of people were like, yo, SDS, way too many innings, 400. I feel like 350 is still quite a bit, but it's 50 less than it was before. If people still feel like this is too many innings, I would not be surprised at all next season to see it maybe move down to 300. Even if people don't feel like it's too many, I wouldn't be surprised to see this get a little bit lower, like maybe down to 325, 300, and maybe stay at 300 for a while. But I feel like that's something that could be potentially changing every season, but not necessarily. But again, down from 400 to 350. If you want to get a World Series pack by playing for innings and not being able to make World Series, but getting it that way. So that's one thing to keep in mind. New mini season tomorrow. I don't know if I mentioned that at the beginning, but the new mini season is dropping tomorrow, because if we take a look at these goals, May 3rd, noon Pacific. May 3rd, noon Pacific. That's when those expires. So I feel like that should mean that we get the new mini season dropping tomorrow. Now, if we go take a look at the calendar real quick, you might notice that there's nothing for May 3rd, right? They don't have the new mini season on the calendar, but I feel like based on that goals, we should probably expect it. On Thursday, we have the monthly awards. I think tomorrow we might also have a new headliner, and then I don't think we get the headliner on Thursday. I would assume that's coming Friday, but I'm really not sure. But either way, mini season tomorrow. I think a new headliner tomorrow. New Tops Now cards and April monthly awards on Thursday. I'm excited for that. I hope y'all are too. I can't wait to see what you think of these new rewards in that comment section. I'll see you next time. Thank you guys for watching. I know I talk kind of fast. I just don't want these videos to be way too long. I want to try to go over all the information and give as many details as possible in as short amount of time. So I hope y'all enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Can't wait to see what you think. Peace out.